Hello. Hello, goddesses. And any guys who might be lurking in the channel. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's so nice to have that is awesome. I don't know how I got 3 thumbs up already. That's nice. Hi, Lavender Flowers. So yeah, welcome you guys. This is a live. I am doing it because I really like to keep my word. Not just like to keep my word. I really, really strive to keep my word. And I'm supposed to be uploading twice a week. Wednesday, Thursday, like midweek, and then the weekends. So here I am. I did not have a video edited for you. So I was like, I'm just going to go live. But I do have a specific purpose, okay? And yes, I'm wearing my favorite sweater that if you watched my root chakra video, I love this sweater, you guys. So it's going to fall apart and I'll still be wearing it. Okay, so just get ready for that. It is so warm. It's merino wool and it's just like, but it's not itchy. It's not that itchy wool. Okay. As I go live, what do you think happens? My house is quiet until I go live. And now, I don't know if you can hear, the radiator starts banging. But this is great because I'll actually have evidence. And I need evidence, people. I'm going to share my dreams, and it has to do with stopping my radiator from banging and keeping me awake, okay? So this live, so I'm glad I'm recording this. This live is about manifestation. And so any questions you have, I'd love for it to be about manifestation. And it's a way for me to also connect with my new subscribers. I have been growing so fast, you guys. Thank you so much. Typically, I was getting around, gosh, really, I was at like 150, but then it moved to like 200 subscribers every month. And I was like, oh, that's good, you know? Then I would see other like big channels, usually not in the same niche like that we're in, if you're watching me, you know, and the like women's spirituality little sub niche. And then all of a sudden, you guys, I went to like 300 subscribers a month. I was like, wow, okay, I hit 300. I was so excited. And now I'm like at 450. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know, but I'm just really grateful for you. I'm happy you're here. And this is just very informal. Like I said, I'm wearing my holy sweater, okay, because I want it to be comfortable. So I hope you're comfortable too. So hi, Lavender Flower 789, and hi, the reading space. So let me know, are you guys subscribers? And like I said, I really wanted to just share with you manifestation tips. I didn't even write it down, and here's why I didn't write any notes down. But I'm really good on my feet, on the spur of the moment, because I do know a lot about manifestation. So I'm not a big, you know, I prepare for my recorded videos, of course, very much. But for the live, I'm actually cooking. I'll share with you what I'm making if you want to know. And I'm going to, in about 20 minutes, go eat. So if you have any questions on law of attraction and how to manifest, okay, go ahead and type them in the live chat, which I see over to the right, you guys. So law of attraction, manifestation. And while I wait, yeah. And if you, that's really what I wanted to talk about. So I'm like, those are the only questions I'd like. You know, law of attraction, of course, was popularized by the book and movie The Secret years ago now, years and years ago. But share in the comments if you know about the law of attraction, what you know, if you have a question. Hi, hey, Andrea, hey, how are you? It's funny, I thought of you earlier today, actually, so it's great to see you on the live stream. So for those of you who are just joining, and actually it's great, I have 7 people, but I would like your questions. It's a Q&A about manifestation, okay, about how to manifest what you desire. Do you have any questions about how to do that? And I'm going to be like a good therapist. You know, you may not know therapists, they'll wait quietly while you sort of like stew and figure out, because they want you to like figure it out yourself. So they just like, that's hard for me because I am a talker. Okay, so you guys are here, the reading space, Lavender Flower 789, Andrea. What, or share what have you successfully manifested using law of attraction or that has felt sort of magical? I'll go ahead and share, but I really do want to answer your questions, or we'll just be sitting here with you looking at me and I can't see you. So it's more boring from my end. I have manifested a scholarship to go to art school, to go to graduate school. It was a very big scholarship, you guys, and I definitely manifested that in a very there are several reasons. I wouldn't just call it like getting my goal. There's several sort of magical things to it. So actually, I'm going to write that down in case any of you guys ask me specifically. But yeah, going to art school was one of my big ones. And law of attraction, that was really cool. What are some others? There's one that's so convoluted, you guys, I cannot even explain it. And I made like a 3-part video about it. It was about manifesting a guy that I saw in a crowd. Okay. Really, really far out, like a very, very, like the odds, like 1,000,000,000 to 1 in New York City. So there's that. Let me write that down. Boyfriend. We ended up going on a trip, actually, a nice trip to the Bahamas together. So I have a law of attraction story on that, on art school. What else? There are a couple of others, actually. They're littler things. So I'm trying to think of the biggest ones. So yeah, do you have any questions? Okay. In order to do mantras, do you have to have mala beads? Right, Andrea, I think we were talking about that. No. There are typically 2 ways. This, I'll answer her question because it does tie in with manifestation. So working with mantras, like sacred words of power. So I will answer that, even though it's slightly off the topic. But, mala beads, and you guys, I have a mala bead video on my channel. Mala beads just give you a way of keeping track. Okay, so you want to do 108. It's a sacred number. Actually, that I can't say a huge amount about off the top of my head about the 108, but it's a sacred number in many traditions. And so the mala beads help you to do that count. So you do not have to have them. It's just literally a way to keep count. Though actually, having said that, with mala beads, it's said that if you do a long period of practice with mala beads, let me get mine, you guys. Hang on. I'm so glad you can't see my desk. It's not like hoarder bad. I always talk about hoarders. It's not, but it's a little messy. So yeah, mala beads help you to keep track of the number of them that you have done. It also helps your mind not to wander. I talk about this in my mala bead video. So I would say, Andrea, watch that video. And those who are interested in mala beads and the benefits of using them. And I talk about how to hold them correctly and so on. But no, you can work with mantras. There is a way that's more general where you're also just through the day, you might be repeating the mantra, almost as a way to calm your mind. It's like a meditation technique. And so you can just be mentally repeating it. So, but yeah, go check out my mala bead video. If you like it, there actually is a coupon there. From the company that I got these from. These are lapis and brass and ebony wood, I think. Not 100% sure. Okay, let me look to the next question. So great question. Thank you, Andrea. Hold on. You guys, my coaching program is starting. It's called Goddess Manifestation. I will put the link. It's probably below the video anyway, you guys. But I will put the link at the end about that. It's a group coaching online. And it's really fun. It's a nice group. We usually have a nice small group of women, and we meet via Zoom and have sacred space. And I give specific practices by audio and video, so you have them. And so that's coming up. So do check that out. And that's actually why I'm focused on manifestation, because manifestation is important. Let's see. What is your experience working with her? Oh, okay. Oh, I think the question is for Andrea. Okay. Actually, that's a good question in terms of her working with me for manifestation. It's a good question, but I don't know how she'll be able to answer that specifically. If I was able to help her with manifesting, I've taught a couple of courses, you guys. I've run it several times now on chakras, and that definitely affects your manifesting ability. And that's what I'll be doing in the upcoming one. I'll be working with chakras, but other things beyond chakras as well. Okay. So, oh, wonderful. Okay. The reading space, that's the channel name, says that I've manifested a raise blocks with manifesting money at work, obviously. So the things that are easier for us that we don't have subconscious blocks or like just deep rooted difficulties with are going to be easier to manifest from. So like if you don't really have issues with money, you can manifest more. But if the issues with family, and of course family can be so complicated, I totally hear you on that. I have a very sort of complex relationship with family, with different members of my family, not all of them. Though, also a lot of times if you have really dear friends, they can really become your family. So yeah, if something is very deep seated in our psyche, in our energy body, in our history, maybe even past life, it is harder to shift it, but it's possible. Okay. So that's a great question as well. But really, congratulations on manifesting the raise at work. That's wonderful. What I would say then on that note is why not look at how you did that and just repeat it? Okay, so whatever you did, or anyone listening, like that you successfully manifested something, repeat that process. Actually, that leads me to another thing that may help you guys with manifesting. For me, with the art school, I did a vision board. And there are tons of videos out there on vision boards. I don't think I specifically have one, but a vision board really helped me. I am a visual artist. That is like that painting is mine of clouds. And this is actually, so those of you, you probably aren't watching my channel, you wouldn't freak out. This is a Jupiter yantra. Okay, so it's not anything negative. It is mystical. And so that is for expansion, especially of your work. So I created that. That's a yantra. And yantras often go with mantras. It's sort of a visual representation of a mantra. And then this is the cloud painting. So in terms of back to manifesting I got a scholarship. I want to say, I think it was $15,000 a year to go to art school. It covered the bulk of my expenses. And I did, you guys, a vision board. You can't really see how, okay, actually bigger than this, but it won't fit on the screen. About this big, maybe about 18 by 24. I did a vision board work with it. Trying to think of what else I did. And I also I did some writing about it as well. And like I said, the story is so far out, not just the boyfriend one, but the art school one is pretty like weird and magic-y. Okay, very law of attraction. So let's see. Hi, everyone. Logan. Hi, Logan. Andrea, I have manifested a position that allows me to be with my family in the morning. Ah, nice. That's wonderful. And I'm sure, anyway, I don't say things that are personal, like out in the lives necessarily, but so that is wonderful, Andrea. I don't know, Andrea, if you were answering Lavender Flower's question, which is, what is your experience working with her as regards to manifesting? That may have been. Yeah, okay, yeah, Lavender Flower, I'm not clear. Are you asking me to tell you more about my experience of manifesting, or were you asking because you said working with her? And so I think that Andrea was telling you, she was answering your question in a way that was suitable for, for the public. So, I did a vision board. I recommend vision boards, especially if you are strongly visual, which most of us are, right? We're on social media, we're looking at our phones. Our visual sense is actually overused, but we are primarily visual beings. So I would say for manifesting, do a vision board. And if it's just one goal, it's nice to just have the whole board be one goal. You could do multiple. I'm looking at something I had set up here. You could just do one goal on the vision board. You could even do little ones. In fact, I had saved a little piece of cardboard, you guys. It was just going to be really tiny, like that. And I was going to do a little vision board, little art vision board on it. So, of course, your nose itches the minute you go live, right? My heat stopped, so now I don't have evidence of the banging, which I wanted. But let's see. Okay, and so yeah. Okay, so Lavender Flower, I think she's answering your question there. Thank you, Andrea. As I said, I don't, if somebody did or didn't work with me and I don't have previous permission to share any particular thing, I'm obviously not going to get on here and do and share anything that is personal. So in terms of, but all I have, Lavender Flower had that question, but on my website, which is in the flow of magic, you guys, there are a lot of testimonials from folks I've worked with. And so I've worked with like women who run businesses a lot, run like small businesses, well, small depends what you define as small. But I work with a lot of women who run businesses because I feel like I have a good vibe with women who are entrepreneurs, have a certain energy, they're driven, and if they have a problem, they're willing to learn and to keep working, right? That's what entrepreneurship takes, a lot of that. And so, or women who are like, doing something with their career and they really have that drive and that dynamism. So I love working with women like that. So yeah. Oh, do you mean working with a goddess like Osset? No, that's a good question. Right. In my goddess manifestation, that's a great question. First of all, because I'm very intuitive, it depends on all the women who register. Okay. So the program it's in the oven, but depending the spice I'm going to add to it and the direction it's going to go. I'm using food analogies because I'm going to have dinner in 10 minutes. The program will adjust depending on the needs of the women who register. So no, I won't be like, okay, we're going to work with this goddess specifically. It's more about, and actually this is a wonderful question. It's about us embodying that goddess energy, if that makes sense. So the course will be about embodying. You may absolutely choose to work with a specific goddess from a pantheon that you work with, that you love, and that you feel a connection to, a heart connection, a shamanistic connection. That's perfect. But I'll be teaching the women in this program how to really embody the goddess. So the goddess is not just, theoretical. It's when you're really aligned, when your chakras are aligned, when your energy is strong, when you're aligned with your desires and you have clarity and like your soul and your spirit is all in your body, right? Is instead of, a lot of us, our energy, you guys, is out of our body. Like literally, somebody could see clairvoyantly. It's like your energy is out of your body, usually from trauma or difficulties, past life, and so on, or this life trauma. So I will be working with the women, especially about embodiment. A lot of us, I was just answering somebody's question to a different video. They loved a video I made, and I said, well, we're not as grounded as our ancestors. I don't care where your ancestors came from. None of us walk barefoot majority of the time, or in shoes that are just, thin leather on the ground, okay? We've paved much of the planet. We're wearing shoes that block that connection. None of us, again, no matter where you are from in the globe, and welcome to all the women. My channel is primarily for women. I aim my content for women. So none of us, no matter where these ancestors came from, we don't spend as much time outside as our ancestors. We do not drink fresh water the way our ancestors did. We do not, we're not out in the sun as much. We are not in nature as much. I'm actually getting chills as I say this. We are intrinsically more disconnected from nature. Nature is what helps to keep us healthy, especially in like stable societies. There were societies where people were healthy and they lived long lives. There were periods of time in humanity's history where that was the case. So we don't have that groundedness now. So what I'm teaching is techniques to bring women back really into their bodies, out of their minds, not out of their minds, but out of the brain. A lot of us as women, especially the way science has even shown the way women's brains work, we shift from thing to thing to thing. Like we're worrying. You could be making love, but you're thinking about, oh gosh, I have to do that tomorrow. Like women's brains are like, we just are all over the place. And it's not good for women, especially to just be like this Western, like from the head up. We're not in our bodies, we're not in our senses. And so it makes us also feel more anxious and stressed. So that's what a lot of I'll be working with. You can, of course, work with your altar and work with any goddess. Absolutely. What I'll be teaching is going to strengthen your relationship with the goddess and have you embody that goddess energy more. So thank you for that question. Any more questions specifically on manifesting, law of attraction? I'm going to look through the comments, and I'm supposed to be off of here in about a minute. So before I look at questions, I'll give you a chance to type a question. I am making baked potatoes with thyme and cilantro and like a lemon spice, like lemon juice, oil, water. And so it's got like a lemony flavor. And then I'm going to top it with some feta cheese. And I have some leftover, actually, that someone had made from an event I went to. A wonderful woman. She was a great cook. She like baked some chicken or something. And I think there was mac and cheese. So I'm going to have that. No green vegetables. I feel bad about that because I am a green vegetable person. So she said, my experience with her was amazing. I worked with my lower 3 chakras and manifested answers I was searching for. So a lot of all of the searching and people looking for free content on YouTube and trying to cobble things together, you guys, you can get so far with free content, but anyone who's doing a training is organized step by step. It also takes more time. So yes, I did work with Andrea in a group coaching setting, and a lot of what we worked on were the chakras. And the chakras, again, as women, we have beautiful intuition. But if we're out of sorts and the intuition is not there, instead we're in fear, we're in worry, we're in stress, okay? And you guys know my story. I can really relate to that. I really teach from a place of having been through serious anxiety, serious depression. And there's so much we can do, okay? I'm not against any medical intervention, okay? Just putting that out there. Antidepressants, I'm not gonna like do a Tom Cruise where I jump on the couch and start like freaking out or talking about psychotherapists. I think psychotherapy is great. I think that medication, if it's appropriate for you for a time or however long you need it, I think use everything you can. I tend to go towards more natural first. That is how I would work with clients too. Generally, is start with what's least, you know what I'm saying. Start with what's easiest and least side effects, right? And then if that's not working, then go to, more stronger interventions or whatever. Does that make sense? I think that would make sense. Let me look for like a last question, and then I'm going to go have my chicken, mac and cheese, and my potatoes without greens of any sort. I love kale, you guys. Apparently kale is getting less popular. It had its heyday, but I don't care. I like kale. Besides vision boards, what else do you like to work with? Okay, Andrea's like, okay, on point here. Is that Kai? Hi, Kai. This is a short live. As I said, I usually upload 2 times a week, midweek, and on the weekends. Let me know, actually, this would really help me, you guys. Do you prefer Wednesday upload or Thursday? And if you're a subscriber only, please answer that, okay? Because I really like to cater to those who have committed to the channel. I was uploading Wednesdays, but I actually think Thursdays is better. I seem to get more views, more interaction on a Thursday, and I think it's because you're over that hump, okay? So let me know that. Andrea said, besides vision boards, well, very much writing it down, like writing your goals down. This is very simple. Anyone listening, you can try this. Write your goals down, and that whole process is what I would help you in terms of getting clear in in a fuller training program that I'm going to be doing. But if you can get clear on your goals, then take the goals and make them, like, say your goal is to earn, I'm just going to say 10K a month. Say that's your goal. And you put a date on it also. I think that does help. But then the affirmation would be, I am now earning 10K a month doing work that I love. I'm now earning 10K a month doing work that I love. So take the goal. Okay, so it's a great question, Andrea. Take the goal and then turn it into an affirmation. State it in the positive, so don't say, I'm making more than 5,000, or, make it in the positive. I am. And also it helps to have a positive word, like I'm enjoying, right? Like an action word. I'm enjoying, but you work with repetition because you're trying to get to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is stubborn, which is good in a certain way because it can stop you from letting other people influence you. So with repetition, though, the subconscious mind does accept stuff, you guys. So you want to take control of that. So yeah, that's how I would work with. I would work with affirmations. Like say your top 3 to 5 goals, and then just turn them into an affirmation. Change the wording. So you have the goal. You can post it where you can see it. So say it's you want to lose 20 pounds, and you put by August or something. So then you would turn it into a goal by saying, I feel amazing in my body. I'm so slim and energized. I now weigh, and then put what the weight would be. Okay, so that also really works. That really, really works. But I think my problem a lot of times with like YouTube channels, as I was looking at topics before I jumped on here live, you guys, people were like, instant manifestation. You guys, there are very, very high beings who can maybe instantly manifest, but they're just doing that so you click on the video. Anything worthwhile takes time. Anything worthwhile takes time and energy, okay? Your energy is very powerful, though. You absolutely can manifest. I believe that. Lavender Flower says Saraswati. Yep, not sure what you're saying about Saraswati. Whole sentences. It really help. Okay. Let's see. So any last questions? I think I actually am going to hop off here. I may edit this down. Beautiful ones. I may edit it out and then re-upload it. But as I said, I really keep my word. My word is that I upload twice a week. If I were going to change that, I would actually announce it first. So I was like, let me just do a live. Let me talk about law of attraction and manifestation. So I've answered questions about manifesting, working with mantra, vision boards, and working with affirmations. Let's see. I'm going to read one more. Mercedes Chapman. Mercedes. Hi, Mercedes. She says, hi, I'm wondering how to calm myself to exercise my throat chakra. Okay, so again, be more clear. You want to specifically work with your throat chakra to be calmer. I don't know that I would pick the throat chakra as the chakra to work with for calm. That's why I'm not clear. So please, are you a singer or a speaker or a teacher, and so you want to heal your throat chakra? So be very clear in your question. Okay? I'm sorry, you guys. This one lock that just sticks out drives me crazy. It's because I do braid my hair at night, and I think the braiding it, like one goes out like that, because I'm like this. It drives me crazy. Okay. Thank you, Mercedes. Thanks for clarifying. You're having a problem speaking up. So exactly. I would work with the throat chakra, but my dear, I would also work with, anybody want to guess? She's having trouble speaking up. Besides the throat chakra, what other chakra would you think might be helpful for her? I want to see who gets it. Besides the throat chakra, which she's right if it's about speaking up, but there's another chakra that comes to my mind that would also very likely be weak on her. So anybody have an idea of what other chakra Mercedes might want to work with? Thank you, Gina. Hi. Yes. The solar plexus. Exactly. So, okay. So the throat, yes, right? Expression and actually really creativity. It's sort of a higher creativity, but the second chakra creativity, but also the throat. But yes, her third chakra, that belly, the sacral chakra, is very likely not strong. So let me go back up. Down here. Yeah, so Mercedes, it's very likely that you don't have a strong third chakra, Manipura. It has to do with fire, and fire esoterically has to do with transformation, it has to do with going for your goals, it has to do with boldness. It has very much like any businessman or woman, anybody who's very driven, an athlete, they're going to tend to have a strong third chakra because they have a goal and they're getting up at 5 in the morning. They're going to go exercise, then they're going to go to school, then they're going to go after school, they're going to go back to training, like in gymnastics or golf or basketball. That's a third chakra, like I see my goal and I'm here and I'm going there, and you just move out of my way. So Mercedes, I would say, first of all, I would love to have you in my coaching program. Check my site. It's intheflowofmagic.com. And it's your third chakra and also your throat chakra. And so you could do, I'm going to make a series of videos, but I'm not going to get to the throat for a while. So, but just, there are a lot of videos already on YouTube about the mantra for the throat. And really also, but literally examine, like, what are you afraid of? What do you think will happen if you speak up, Mercedes? Like, again, journal privately, you know, to yourself. What am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of speaking my truth? Why am I afraid of speaking out? You know, you may be afraid of outside judgment. How will people react? Of course. And that's why the third chakra. So yes, that was exactly right on. The chakras, you guys, are all interconnected. It's like people are like, oh, I'm going to open my third eye. You don't want to open your third eye chakra if your other chakras are not stable and if you're not stable. Okay. I want to close on that note because it's just very important. Certain chakras are kind of sexy. And I think the third eye chakra, you know, remember Prince's thing? He had like the glasses, you guys. Tell me you remember that. I think it was like his last album. I don't know. There was just the glasses and then the third eye had glasses too. I thought that was so cool, like just cute. You need to be energetically strong. Watch my videos on the root chakra. Are very important. You don't want to just open your third eye. It is said that you open your third eye, you do see different dimensions. You will see different beings. You will start seeing things that other people aren't able to see. So obviously you want to be really balanced. It's not something you want to just go and do. Okay. There's a whole process, and there are things you would want to do to make sure your body, your mind, and your spirit are strong. But yeah. Yep. Third chakra. Yep. Andrea got it too. Yeah. Willpower. Exactly. It's not just will, it's also confidence. Yes. It's very much about feeling confidence. A lot of like Hollywood stars or anybody you see on the public stage are going to have a very strong second chakra, or they're coming from there, I should say, more. Because the second chakra and the third chakra have to do with charisma. And yeah, presenting yourself and being charismatic and confident, you know, and sensual, right? So that those chakras are going to tend to be, the person is going to come from those chakras if they're in theater, they're an actor or a singer. I mean, think Beyonce, okay? Anyway, I think it's time for me to stop and go eat. It was so lovely having you all here. Again, check out my website, In the Flow of Magic. I am a coach. I teach meditation and spiritual practices for women, especially women healing from anxiety or burnout. Women who are driven, women who are successful and want to be successful, but who are also spiritual and are working on their healing, working on their self-care. So if that sounds like you, go check out the website, intheflowofmagic.com. I have coaching starting on February 23rd. It will be group coaching, and it's going to be fantastic. It really, really is a nice group of women from all over the country. Sometimes I've gotten people from England, but I think this round will probably just be everybody like US. It can be small. It'll run with as little as 4 women, up to the most I would work probably with this round is 10. Ultimately, I'll probably go to 20. But we meet by Zoom. Zoom is super easy to work with, you guys, and it's free for you, the Zoom call. I have Zoom set up as part of the coaching program. You also get lessons every other week, and then every other week we go live in Sacred Space privately, not here on YouTube. So, and yeah, and you have lessons and things you're working on with the chakras, with yoga. Again, these won't be things that are available to the public on YouTube. I have special content for my programs. We'll work with affirmations. And again, you'll be sharing and getting feedback and getting support for what your goal is. So Goddess Manifestation, it's for you if you want to manifest something It's 3 months because 3 months is a season. It gives you time. I love it. It's a long enough time for us to work together, but it's short enough where you can see your goal, you know? So I'm so excited about that, and I hope you will consider joining me. It is very reasonable for coaching. There are coaches that are charging a lot out there on the internet. At this point, keeping it very reasonable. So again, check out intheflowofmagic.com. And what else do I want to say? So yeah, I'm gonna go eat, and the next video will either be on Saturday or Sunday, so midweek and the weekends. Mwah. Stay blessed, stay blessed. Thank you so much for being here live. I really appreciate you. And yeah, Mercedes, so check out the program. I just saw you were saying I struggle to speak up for myself. Yeah, there's definitely a lot there. Of course, as women, we're taught what not to be bossy, right? You're not supposed to talk too much. It's okay if you're chatty, but you're not supposed to be sort of powerful and speak, right? Our society, but that's changing. That is changing. There's going to be more balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and I think as men come forward and that divine masculine, they come into that state of being, uh, sort of a higher state of being, as men are also spiritually evolving, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. When we have both. So women have a divine masculine and a divine feminine. But as women, the divine feminine is what needs to be brought forward. We need to start to trust our intuition, trust our feelings, and to feel empowered as women and to feel valued as women. And so that's a big part of what my coaching is about and why I am here. So yeah, thank you guys. Much love. Bye-bye. Okay.